So, to begin again, you guys last time went on a. I'm on the wrong page. You visited residents of Fenris Storm Castle, a lamplighter and retired brigand who funnels information to a villain. You arrive to the place that has been ransacked. In the alley, you find the presence of three young children slash boys and girls that are kind of mischief, but not really evil. They're just dumb, stupid children that like to think they're more important than they are. And they almost ran you over with a cart full of apple. You decided not to adopt them, although you did consider it very carefully. And I'll tell you right now, that's saved me a lot of trouble to come up with their actual stats because they don't have any.
Maybe on the way back.
Maybe on their way back.
Never know with us.
You found a character while leaving the house called Laryl that wants you to give her the stone and meet at the Dockyards, the theater. She's told you to go to the Cellar Complex, which is a Xanathar Guild hideout, and that's where you might find the people that stole the stone. And last time we left on that note, but you were going to go there right away, if I remember correctly, which I may not do. My memory sucks. I don't take
Yeah.
notes. You're bad DM.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we were going there.
Right? If you were going there. South Yard, I think. The Southern Yard, yeah. So you were pretty much in the northern one, so that will take you a good chunk of the night. If you want to go there right away, you would be taking 1 point of exhaustion. So I suggest you swing by the pub before and prepare a good night's sleep before you go there.
I will take your suggestion.
All right, so
Let's sleep.
that counts as a long rest. If you want to take that, I don't know. You already did. I don't remember. Oh my god, I should really.
I think we did last time.
Yeah, I should really
Well,
take some better notes.
More
just
sleep
in
is
case
never
I
bad.
did it again.
Oops, I did it again. All right, well, fully healthy. You decided. Remind me that yeah, you have Kennington with you.
Yeah. I think he was in the backpack.
Right, right, right. He's hiding
Yeah.
in the Thorn's Bjorn's backpack.
We're working on a shoulder turret concept.
That would be so funny. Oops.
Yo, if we ever come across someone who can stitch stuff or a leather worker, we could totally make that happen. That would be so funny.
I mean, it's a big city. If you want to find someone to do that, you can definitely find someone to do that.
Question is, how much do we want to do this to the point that we could derail a quest or something? Like, nope, we're going to the leather worker first.
Right now, I'd say since you've taken a long rest, yeah, you're pretty forced with time to go directly to Xenothar's guild because spoiler alert, the stone has a time limit when it's gonna activate.
It's stolen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
That's a bit of metagaming, but for the sake of the game, let's just go ahead and do that.
all right.
So, arriving to the southern ward, you get into. I'm gonna guess. Well, actually, it's oh, it's not the same one as last time, but it's a cellar complex, so you're gonna need to climb up from somewhere to get there. And well, she did give you some pretty good information, so you make your way in there and you find a long corridor. There are two ways to
Ooh.
go. One way will lead to nowhere, and the other one will lead to the other way in the dungeon. How are you gonna figure out which way is the right way?
We never
Uh,
do. That's the point.
Yeah, it is. Oh, one thing I want to point out before we continue. Remember that there is some weather effects going on right now.
oh
The
yeah,
autumn
right.
wind is whistling through the streets, and it imposes a disadvantage on range attack and perception checks that rely on hearing while you're outside. It's so
Yeah.
strong that it would extinguish a small fire, like that something that's not as big as a torch flame. So let's say if you try to use a candle outside, it would blow the flame right out. That being
Yeah.
said, it has nothing to do with right now because you're inside.
Still, I should be
So,
careful with my acid breath because if I don't do it properly, it might.
True. Would have to do it very badly, but yeah.
Who knows? I'm lucky with nat ones.
Well, since it's a dex save anyway, I think it's a saving throw. So what that would do is the opponent would get advantage on their saving throw. So how are you gonna figure that out?
um, I guess we can look and listen around to know to see if we can notice a side of the corridor that has more life to it.
By listening around, you may roll a perception check.
Let's perception check it. And I've got a 17.
Hmm. Tunnels are pretty echoey, but and you can make your way through it and realize with your turtle ears that you need to go to the south to continue where there is some more noises.
Oh,
About
so I
go on.
so I tell Bjorn, yeah, I think it's coming from the south. There seems to be more sounds and stuff happening there. So let's check that out.
Do it. Let's go to the danger.
Let's go to all day. About 20 feet into the dungeon, you find a hole, the tunnel that drags on to your left.
A hole in the ground.
No, 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 not in the ground. It's to your left, and it's in the wall.
Oh,
It's a man-sized hole.
Man-sized, but almost man-sized. It's pretty. It's a little small.
So like halfling size.
No, no, no. Like a medium creature
Mm.
can go through it. It's just gonna be a tight squeeze. Like you would need to make a Constitution saving throw to go through.
Yeah, I didn't stretch properly and I'm 6'5", so.
That's the beauty of D&D. It doesn't matter. Plus, you're a barbarian. Your Constitution is rock solid.
Do we send one person or do we send all of us into
well,
potential
uh,
traps?
I guess Kennington could go first since he's a bit more little than us.
Oh yeah,
So we
Kennington
can
can
look
go in for
around,
free.
see if there's anything good, and if there is anything good, then we can try to follow him.
All right.
Shouldn't be too dangerous.
Okay. He rolled very poorly, but he rolled with advantage since he's a small creature. And gonna be yeah, that passes. He goes in. You need to wait about 5 minutes for him to return. And he's like, yeah, if you keep going at about 150 feet, there's a door. I haven't found anything else, but I wasn't looking for much either. There's just a door right there, and there's a lot of noises that are coming outside of there. So that's 100% where we need to be going.
Well, all right. I'll try to squeeze in then.
You're gonna try? What about me?
I mean, if you want to keep going, that's you're gonna need.
Yeah, let's go.
and don't forget I have a shell behind me. It cannot move as easily as me.
All right, so you go first. I'm gonna push you if necessary, and I'm just gonna try and squeeze or get stuck. So let's do this. My dragonborn claustrophobic?
That's for you to decide.
So, Constitution,
Yep.
I've got 4.
You rolled a 4.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're stuck.
Alright, so I can't even go in.
You can try to push him like you said. Just roll me athletics.
I got you. I got you.
Then game over.
15.
15, you push him through and you make some scratch marks on his shells, but nothing too disastrous. You can polish that up later.
Yeah, I'll manage.
You super long anime scream.
Alright, then Bjorn, you're the last one standing outside of this hole in the wall.
So I'm going in, and that was a constitution saving throw?
Yep.
One or?
Just one.
I have a 15?
Yeah, that makes it. You squeeze through with little to no effort because you're more nimble than a turtle.
I guess I got luck today because that's 2 15s in a row.
Not bad.
And
No.
then my luck's
Don't-
gonna go right away.
Yeah, don't jinx it.
Who knows?
No, it's already jinxed because I got some luck and that was today's luck and that there's no more coming in. I need to recharge for a whole week.
Well, you guys can go through the tunnel with little to no effort, and if you would all like me to roll a perception check.
All right. Oh, I've got eyes though. 17.
Right?
Just a sec. I'm on the app and I absolutely don't know this perception. Wow, I have a 4. That's what I said about my luck. I perceive nothing. My ears are filled with wax.
Well, you about halfway in, Atlento, you can notice that there is something like a secret door that can be opened by either your right side or the left side. Either or.
Um, well, I use one of my coins to do heads or tails because I don't know which one I want to use.
All right.
Have I got a coin? Oh yeah, I've got some.
You can always roll
So
a d20 and use evens or odds.
yeah, it's not the same. So um, tails it's the left side and head it's the right side.
Can we do both at the same time?
Split the party?
Just like open both doors and just check inside.
Sure.
Yeah,
I'm-
I guess we can take one each.
I'm
I've
thinking
got
if
the
there's a
left
monster
one.
behind one, then we just run to the other and we shut it.
How you want to do that?
So each of us opens one door and we peek through. And if there's danger in one of the rooms, we run to the other. That's gonna make a lot of checks though.
No, actually, that's just going to be like 2 checks each.
What do you think? Do we do a coin toss? Or
Well,
do we...
I've already did mine, so I get the left side. But if you wanna get the right side at the same time, you can.
Yeah, that's gonna be too smart for us. Let's just go left.
All right. How do you enter the room?
With the subtlety.
Meaning?
That's not me for sure.
Yeah, describe your subtlety a bit more. You're being too subtle.
Um, well, the secret door, does it have a handle or am I only pushing it or something?
It's kind of you can see the outline of the door in the tunnel. It's like the
Hmm.
bricks are have clearly been opened and closed a few times before. You can see the scratch marks that leave the
Oh.
door's outlook.
Uh, so I gently push the thing that looks like a door so that my my head can poke to the other side.
All right, then roll me stealth.
And I've got a 19 for once that I'm good with stealth.
Yeah, that works. That makes it for being stealthy. No one has noticed that you're peeking around, and you figure out that there are enemies standing guard. And while one thing, you don't know what, but one thing working on a mechanical beholder. It looks
Oh,
just like the beholder that you've seen everywhere, but this one is clearly a machine, and the guy's working on it with wrenches and shit.
huh.
F and B alert.
Effing
All
machine,
right.
I've spent hours working on my car today and I've done nothing. I would make a very, very bad what's the fuck, I forgot the class name. The people that build machines.
A
Artificer.
techno. Oh.
Yeah, I would be a bad artificer. My mechanic skills are they leave to tired or whatever is
Oh.
the that being said, yeah. So that's what you see. What do you do?
Um, I peek back and look at Bjorn, whispering to him, "There are enemies there, and a seems to be a mechanical beholder. So either we rush in and beat them all up and destroy that machine, or we look at the other side.
And then things like,
What you wanna
what?
do?"
Nah, that's a joke. That's a joke. It doesn't scream.
You mean the beholder thing that all of us were super scared of when we last saw it, and there's a mechanical version? So now it doesn't
Yeah.
even bleed?
Look, it's clearly broken. There's a guy trying to fix it with wrenches and shit. Like it doesn't work.
Wait, who says
It
that?
The DM says that.
it's not, it doesn't seem active though.
Yeah,
There
that
there's
should
a
have been
guy
clear.
with a wrench uh hitting it, trying to repair it.
So you mean it's
So
now or never?
He's not hitting it with wrenches. He's turning nuts and bolts. Do you know
yeah,
what a wrench is?
that's how you repair shit. You hit it with a wrench and then boom,
You kick the
repairs.
side and hope that it fixes it.
I mean, it's not untrue, but
Hashtag video game logic.
there's a lot of concussive persuasion going around when you try to fix a machine. But
This ain't Age of Empires where you just keep on hammering until you build a freaking wonder.
yeah, it's D
Yeah.
and D. You roll dices instead.
Yeah, you build with the dice, you hit the dice on the nail.
All right, so just to make everything clear, there's three enemies that are standing guard, while one different type of enemy is fixing a mechanical beholder in the room.
3 against 3. Yes.
Well,
But
four
I'm not the
against three,
logical
I
one.
guess.
Yeah, four. There's four
Oh
enemies
yeah,
total.
4. Yeah, I always forget the guy that backpack. Imagine if
Oh,
I fell on my back and I just splattered the guy in my backpack. And I didn't notice until 5 hours
I guess there would be blood dripping from the backpack.
later.
hopefully.
I mean, we do have a sense of. Yeah. Eventually,
So,
notice my backpack and something
so,
wrong.
do you have a urge for blood?
Not only do I have that, I also don't have that much logic, sense of self-preservation.
So I guess we could make our friend Kennington try to hit the guy with a crossbow, the one that's working with the beholder, so that at least he's not working on it in case it like activates or something while we're fighting, and then we hit everyone else.
All of a sudden, a a mysterious spurt of logic pops into my brain and asks what's behind the other door.
Hmm.
And then I just
I
mute it right away. Alright, I'm ready for whatever. Even for death.
Hopefully it's not that.
All right, so you ask Kennington to do a sneak attack first.
Yeah, I think it would be kind of cool. So hopefully you can hit the one that's working on the beholder.
Hmm. So I dare say that I hope you're aware that my share of the spoils will be increased if I do put myself into more dangers than you do. I've already scouted the tunnel first. That was your freebie, my good sir.
You won't be much more in danger because we're getting in the action just after you throw your first arrow.
Yes, but that does require to make myself shown immediately before you even enter the room. That is what I qualify as danger.
Fair enough.
I mean, we do need money for better equipment. I mean, we have money, but more money.
Risk begets spoils.
Alright. You're the leader, I'm the muscle. Let's do it.
So, do you want to actually take that deal, or will you just roll initiative right, like you usually would?
Um, well, I mean, personally, I've got pretty much everything I need, so I don't really care if he gets a bit more of the spoils. Uh, Depends on Bjorn, I guess.
Well, I don't need armor, so.
Yeah,
So you
sure.
guys are like playing the cheapest
Take,
classes ever.
take more
Really?
shit, man. Don't
Yeah.
care.
Alright, fair
We
enough. You'll
live
say
off
it.
the land.
Then I'll take 50% and you can keep the rest.
Yeah, sure.
Da-ba-da-da-da. Kennington is now upgraded to the rank of Scout slash First Attackers. He'll then roll for stealth. 7 plus 7, that's 18. He will stealthily get into the room, hide in a corner below a table, take out his short bow. That's the difference type. Ooh, that is one disgusting shit. The enemy that's working on the beholder looks like a weirder beholder, but it only has 5 eyes, one big one and kind of Medusa eyes. Has
Huh.
hair. Very ugly. It's floating around, and I don't know how it would be holding a wrench, but it somehow is.
That wrench must be
With one of
gross.
its eyes.
Do you imagine all of the slime going into that machine and rusting it? No wonder why he can't fix it. He's breaking it.
Damn, it's like a lot of ability. All right. Then it shoots. Ready, aim, and fire. It hits, and that's a sneak attack. He's hidden. Oh, actually, he even has advantage. Maybe he's gonna crit. No, he's not gonna crit. Definitely gonna hit. That's a show. So is it baby rogue? That's 3d6 damage. That's 9 piercing damage to the gazer, including the sneak attack.
Baby roll.
Yeah, and he is gonna take that opportunity to roll on his side and hide to another place. And he will fail his stealth check, so people will still know where he is, but he's gonna have half cover. Now you may all roll initiative.
Let's do this. 9.
As soon as I find this, I am really not finding it. I'm just way too wet to the desktop version.
You can still use that, well, kind of differently, but you can go on the website.
Would be smaller but suck less.
Okay, I'm just dumb. It was up. Okay. 6.
Alright.
I have no initiative life moment.
You don't.
Not our best initiative rolls.
Well, I mean, I wasn't sure, but I wasn't sure about this. Anyway.
And Kennington.
This is me not sure in life.
Every time there is doubt in your mind, you're just pushing it away like, go away. I don't need to be doubting what I'm doing.
Well, Kennington is gonna go first again. He's a fast motherfucker. Without its sneak attack, actually he's gonna go up to one of the guards because he doesn't want to get opportunity attacked by the other one, and he's gonna swipe his magical rapier for a they're pretty. Forgot. Rolling a 14, he's not gonna be able to hit. But being a swashbuckler, he's gonna go back to his hiding spot and attempt to hide, which he will successfully do. That will be his turn. It is now the guard that he's trying to hit. That is his turn. Fucking hell. Big boys. He's gonna. Well, you guys aren't in the room right now, so he thinks he's only up against Kennington right now. So you'll try to roll for investigation, which he will fail to find him. The other guard is gonna do the same and fail to find him. And it's gonna be Oltento's turn.
Cool. Which one of the enemy is closer to the door and therefore me?
They're kind of in a triangle position to the left side of the room. Right side of the room, where there is a desk to the opposite, like maybe 35 feet away. There's kind of a desk there. And there is 2 of them that are blocking the entrance, and one that's directly below the beholder. So you can attack the closest one if you want. You'll reach him for sure.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Alright, then roll to hit.
I get closer to him and try to quarterstaff its face.
What a surprise.
And oh my god, I've got a 9.
9 is not gonna hit.
Yeah, that's what I expected. So, I'll do an unarmed strike. Hopefully this one is a bit better. 19.
Yeah, that hits.
And I do 6 damage. Bludgeoning damage.
Alright.
And with that, Do I do something else? I think. Well, uh, are the I guess they can all get to me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess I can't really do anything else. So, hmm.
Do a cool
Uh,
pose at the end.
yeah, I'll just be there, ready to be it, I guess.
Cool. Speaking of being hit, the Gazer, which is a creature that was working on the Beholder, is gonna attack you with a telekinetic ray. You have to make me a strength saving throw, please.
Train saving throws. 17.
That makes it nothing happens to you.
Yes.
But, nothing actually is gonna do that. Now it's gonna be Bjorn's turn.
Gonna go up next to my buddy and hit. Basically, it's the closest one to me too, right? So I do that with the great sword. DC of 15.
That's not gonna hit.
What?
No, it's not.
Ah.
Can I do a rage and frenzy right now? I'm
If-
getting serious.
You can rage with your bonus action, frenzy also, right? I don't remember what's.
Frenzy says well in. Oh, I don't know when the timing
Yeah,
for
that's a
frenzying
bonus
is.
action.
Okay. Oh, okay. So one of them or both?
Yeah, you can either do one or both. Only one actually, because they're both bonus actions.
Yeah, true. All right. So I'm gonna start with a rage. This is a pretty serious fight, but I think it's even more serious.
All right, you're raging.
Yep. I'm angry because I missed again.
Yeah, you can rage before you do that. That way you gain some advantage on not advantage, but you gain like more dices, get bonuses, roll higher dice.
Yeah, I'm a dumb dragonborn.
Yeah, kind of. Your turn is up. It is the other guard, the one that's farther from you, the farthest. He sees that there are more than one enemies, and he's gonna use his action to enlarge himself.
God.
Yes, he's now a large creature, and he's gonna hit very much a lot. So that's gonna be his turn for now, but beware. Kennington goes back, and he shoots again the gazer, which was his initial target. Yeah, he hits. And 3d6 since he's hidden. He will kill it.
Oh, yeah.
He precisely shoots the obvious weak target that is his eyes. And that thing just stops hovering and flats on the surface of the floor.
Cool.
The three guards are like, well, fuck. So he's gonna try to run away and hide, which he will absolutely fail at that one.
Yeesh.
He fell so hard that he actually steps on. Let me roll for that. Otento, he steps on your foot, and he's gonna knock you prone while doing that.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Yeah, you rolled really badly.
And we get the consequences.
Yeah. Alright, that's Kennington's turn. It's gonna be one of the guards who's gonna attack you, Oltento, since you're prone.
Of course.
Yes, of course. Just be lucky that it's not one of the enlarged one. Well, the enlarged one, because goddamn. Will a. No, 11 is not gonna hit.
Nope.
So that's gonna be his turn. The other one is gonna reach out to Bjorn. And not 20 the fuck out of you with Warhammer. War pick, I mean.
What?
Yes. And that's a plus 2 piercing damage. So that's 8 piercing damage.
Yeah.
But you're enraged, so I think you take half of that. That's 4.
I'm trying.
No, it doesn't.
I have to heal.
Yeah, well. Okay, so that's his turn. Now that these have happened, it's Otento, that's your turn. You are knocked prone. Actually, the guy got advantage against you, but he's still not gonna hit.
Alright. And it takes an action, right, to unprone myself?
No, it takes half of your movement.
Oh, well, I get up then. I don't need movement for now.
Fair enough.
So, I look at the guard in front of me and try to strike him again. Hopefully this time it works out. And I get 26.
That hits.
And I do a whooping 11 damage.
Oof. You absolutely hated that.
You deserve it.
I'm guessing you're gonna try to punch him too?
Well, this time I'm gonna use a key point to do a flurry of blows.
Alright.
So I do 2 unarmed strike instead of 1. So the first I get 19.
That hits. Go for
I
it.
do 5 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then 8.
8 to hit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is it.
Yeah.
Focus.
Well, I've hit it 2 times. It's not bad. 2 out of 3.
Yeah, just like me, 0 out of 1.
Do either of you speak Dwarvish?
Nope.
Nope. I talk gnomish, but
Yeah, no, that you don't understand, but he's like, basically just says, fuck you, bitch. But you don't know what he said, so.
like plot twist, they're allies.
Alright, then, if that's everything you can do, it's Bjorn's turn.
Great sword swing.
All
The
right.
close one.
Go for it.
DC of 15.
Do you have anything you can add to that since you're
Yeah,
raging?
I want to add my frenzy.
Yeah, but sure, but I mean,
Uh,
while raging, +2 melee damage with strength. Okay, so it doesn't.
I think that's added.
That's nothing. No, that's just 4 damage. That's a attack roll. So you don't add that +2. Oh, it's not added, but that will miss actually. But you can frenzy attack if you want to.
Oh yeah. I can do the same move. Same.
What exactly does frenzy attack do again?
Frenzy attack says while in frenzy you can single melee weapon attack as a bonus action on each of your turns after this one.
Okay, so
Which means if I activate it right now, I have to wait
next turn. And after the frenzy, you'll take 1 exhaustion point.
And pretty much everybody's gonna be dead by then, I think.
Great weapon. Oh yeah, your fee when you score critical again. So
Yeah.
click on that.
So,
it has nothing else.
exactly. So I could. That's only activated when I scroll a critical hit with.
True.
I'm not gonna frenzy right now. In case we run into something worse after. Rage, I have plenty of those. So, seems to be going well enough. Alright, so basically I missed my swing in.
Alright, then there's nothing else you can do with your bonus action. Well, then that marks the end of your turn. To be fair, they are pretty bulky boys. Jorgar. Alright, it's the last Jorgar's turn. It's the one that is enlarged. He's gonna throw a javelin to Bjorn. And fucking nat 20.
Yo, that's my move.
Ooh.
What?
I'm the javelin guy.
And do. That's 24 piercing damage, which you will resist though, so that's still goddamn.
Divided by 2?
Yeah, divided by 2, that's 11.
So,
sorry, I was reading rage to make sure that was something that was actually true. So yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Oh my
Still.
god, I'm gonna die.
No, I'll survive. I was full HP.
That was an enlarged creature rolling in that 20, to be fair.
Yeah, but if he hits me, I'm dying.
So make sure he doesn't hit you. If that can be done.
I'll get in my shell and never move.
Next in line is the fleeing Kennington. He's gonna stop fleeing for a second. Swing, well, not swing, but throw an arrow at. I'm not on the right page. Yeah, an arrow. This short bow at the enlarged creature because holy fuck, that's a dangerous boy. And
yeah.
Actually, no, he's gonna swing at the guy that is fighting Bjorn. Because that will give him his sneak attack, which he will hit. And roll 3d6. That's 7, 9, plus 3. That's 11, 12 damage. This creature. And he's gonna attempt to hide again. Which he will successfully do because those fuckers are blind as shit. And yeah, that's his end. That's the end of his turn. It's gonna be the guy fighting Oltento's turn. He's gonna swing again his war pick at you. 14 will not hit, so that will be the end of his turn. And the other guy that's fighting Bjorn does 16 hit you?
Who?
Bjorn.
Me? Oh.
16. 16?
Does 16 hit you? No, not 16 damage. Will a 16 hit you?
Oh yes.
What's your AC?
I have 18, I think. Verify. Yeah, 18.
Oh, yeah, so he won't hit you. That's good. Then it will be Oltento's turn.
Pecks of Steel.
Alright. So hopefully the one in front of me is close to dying. So I can steal its blood. So I hit him with my quarterstaff in the neck.
Why?
And 30, 20.
That hits.
And I do 7 damage.
That kills. You fucking rip off its head.
So 8 temporary HP in my belly.
Good for you.
Cool.
Because now it's Bjorn's turn. Oh, no, you can do something else. That's true.
I can use my strike to punch the guy that's fighting with Bjorn.
All right.
Just before that, and I don't hit him.
What do you
I
roll?
got 12.
Yeah, no, that doesn't hit. Oh.
Save me.
Save me from the nothing I've become.
Exactly.
Alright. After that, then it's Bjorn's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna save myself. My nice greatsword is going to hit or not hit.
You need to click
Yo.
the plus.
10. Nope.
That will not hit. Anything else?
Wow. Okay. No, I'm gonna stop there with my shame, even though I know I have something else I could do. I was still looking it up. Alright, so that's it for my turn.
Okay.
They're not super invincible, so I should keep some stuff from me.
The enlarged
I
one.
I do that too often, but might be justified this time.
The enlarged Durgar swipes at Potento. And will miss. That's only a 12. That misses. So he tries to hit you, but you duck your head in your. You withdraw your head inside of your. What's the fucking word for that? Shell. Thank you. Inside of your shell, and you just like.
We all make mistakes sometimes.
Yeah. And the Warpig just does nothing. That concludes the turn. So Kennington will again duck out of his hiding place, try to shoot his short bow at the creature and miss.
Which
Oh
one?
no, he's got advantage. Yeah, that hits. The enlarged one, the dangerous boy.
All right.
And he can still use his sneak attack. So 12 plus 3, that's 15 piercing damage. It will not kill, but take a good chunk of its HP. He will roll again, try to sneak, and rolled another nat 1. So he's just gonna make a huge noise while trying to sneak and fucking get stopped in his track.
Jesus Christ, hiding is not his forte today.
Apparently, fucking nat 1s all around. I mean, small boy that's fighting Bjorn is gonna swipe his Warpick again. And will a 16 hit? No, it will not.
No.
Swipes around and just fucking. You use your huge ass muscle to just deflect the blow and do no damage. It is now Otento's turn.
That's why you hit the gym, people.
So, just to be sure, what kind of armor the thick and large boy is wearing?
Same as the other one.
And what were their kind of armor?
Scale mail and shield.
Is there any skin showing up or any place that seems more vulnerable?
Not gonna change the roll.
Alright. Because since he was so large, I was thinking about eating some special parts.
Nope.
I was wondering if it was it could do something else more special, but if not, it's not worth it. And is the small boy looking kind of weak now?
They both look about the same.
Ah,
They've taken
all
a
right.
good chunk of damage.
Well, I'll go hit the big boy then. So I get closer to his legs so he can more. So he how do I say that? So he has more difficulty to see me because I'm in his way, and I hit his heels. So yeah, I just hit him somewhere where he's close, and I get 18.
That snaps.
Yes. And I do 8 damage.
To the big boy.
Yeah.
He looks real bad. He's
And
still up.
then with my unarmed strike, I focus on the back of its knee and try to hit that shit. And I get a 10, so it doesn't work.
Nope. Alright, then Bjorn's turn.
I got you, my boy. I'm gonna do a reckless attack with my greatsword. So my first roll is a puny 16.
That will hit.
Oh, I'm good. First time I do something smart and I don't even need it. Alright. So damage on that will be a nice 14.
Holy shit.
Holy fuck. And which one did you try
The
to hit?
small boy.
The
Who's I
small boy?
fighting? Yeah, probably.
think.
That's the one I was close to.
Yep. He's dead.
Alright.
You recklessly swing your sword around, and while doing like a really shitty but violent attack, like not precise but super violent, you straight up chop his head off, and while doing so, you cut its beard right at the same spot. And the beard hits the floor after floating around just a fraction of a second longer than the head is done.
You be
Poetic.
at the barber shop.
Yeah. Got a trim, bitch. It's no one, there's no one around but you guys and the big boy. He looks really hurt though.
Oh.
It's his turn. Seeing him as you literally killed his companion, the last one standing, he is gonna swipe at you, Bjorn, for a 16 and miss. He's straight up gonna miss. He's too weak right now.
Haha.
Nothing you can do against him. Well, opposite. Nothing he can do against you. Pennington's turn. He failed his stealth. But you guys are close to him, so he can use his sneak attack. Gonna roll. And not one. Right into Bjorn. He will. Will he hit with no his sneak attack on you? He will not hit with a sneak attack.
Phew.
But
When your friends are more hurtful than the enemies, there's a problem.
yeah, you'll take 5 divided by 2. You're gonna take 2 piercing damage, Bjorn, from Kennington's harrow.
Gosh darn it.
Kennington will apologize by saying it's okay. You can all take your third.
Yeah, you're 50%.
Oopsie, oopsie. It's gonna be Oltento's turn.
So now am I kind of behind the big boy?
No, you're to its side.
Alright, so I move just to get a bit closer, and with my quarterstaff, I try to slap him somewhere near the spine.
Oh.
And I get a 16.
That hits, boy.
And I do 9 damage.
That kills, boy. How you want to do that?
So, with my swing, I'm aiming right at the spine so that when it hits, you can hear a bit of crushing bones, and it just hurts him so much that he dies in pain with a broken vertebrae.
And we see an X-ray shot of that.
Yeah,
Fatality. As you do so, it drops to the ground and collapses to its original size.
Oof.
Congratulations, you have cleared the room. What are you gonna do next?
Victory
Just
dance.
to be sure, my touch of death, I couldn't do like another 8, right?
Nope, that doesn't stack.
Ah, so sad. It would be
Yeah.
so powerful.
It would be broken. That's why it doesn't stack.
Yeah, I guess it's fair. Well, now that there's no one else, I guess I could let Kennington and Bjorn look around, looting the corpses. I want to look at the mechanical beholder.
All right. You can see that it's not really working right now, but you could try to make it work.
Well, I don't know if I make it work, it's gonna attack us. So can I like investigate it or something to see if there's a, I don't know, a chip or something that uh, makes it control, like it's
Computer
artificial
programming
intelligence or
interface.
something, I guess.
Uh,
The
Roll me
rules inside
investigation, yeah?
its head,
With
like
disadvantage since you're trying to figure out if it's an intelligent machine. That's not something you would be familiar with.
with disadvantage.
Yep.
And which thing do I roll for that?
Investigation.
Investigation.
Actually, are you trying to see if it's magic, or are you trying to see if it has like a CPU?
Well, because I don't know if I repair it, if it's gonna automatically attack us.
Oh,
So I don't want to repair it too fast.
Check which company made it. Like, is it Google or Amazon or Microsoft?
Thanatar's gang made this.
Boston Dynamics.
it's made by Amazon. Leave. No, no.
Deliver pain.
If you're just trying to look and see if it's dangerous or not, you can just roll. I guess you can roll insight since you're way better at that, and you're just trying to see if it's dangerous or not.
Cool. So insight, I get 18.
You get the feeling that it's not a harmful machine. It doesn't look like a weapon as far as you know.
Hmm. All right. Well, before I start tinkering on it, I ask my two companions, hey guys, do you think it would be dangerous if I try to repair that ship? I'm kind of curious of what it can do, or like, I'm just curious about it as a whole.
It doesn't look like it has any swords or hammers on it, so I think it's okay.
Cool, cool. So then I'll tinker on the mechanical deal there.
Roll me a pure intelligence check, please.
Your intelligence. 12.
You can make it work.
Nice.
You activate it. It shoots dazzling lights from its eye stalk, and you get a feeling it's not gonna last for very long.
The lights or
Yo,
the machine?
The machine. You didn't fix it. You just like made it work.
Oh yeah. So it works, but barely.
Kind of.
should have
All
done
right.
that in the beginning.
Huh.
Are
All
the
right.
lights like
Well, then
laser
I
lights
don't.
piercing, or
What?
are the lights like something really intense, or just lights? Are they like lightsaber
No, no, no,
lights?
no, no. They're just like lights you would see in a bar. They're just like flashlights, kind of.
Lighting the room and pretty much that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Only it's normal lights. Nothing dangerous.
Huh. So
Let's open a
I.
nightclub.
Oh!
We
Holy
take
shit!
it
It
back
could
to
be
the
a
bar.
so cool decoration at the pub.
Let's take it back when we're done here.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm gonna take that back when we finish what we have to do here.
That thing is
Oh,
huge.
well, we have a boy that has that strongness in its arms. Something can be done, maybe.
Question is, how much of a strong back am I gonna need for that one?
A very strong one.
Hmm. Well, maybe it's just a statue, like an animated statue, but it's only made for worshipping, or I don't know. So doesn't seem dangerous. You can just let that be.
Or
Destroy
try
it.
and open it, figure out how it works, and then you can back.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we could waste a whole day on it and ruin the DM's plans.
I'll just remind you that you guys are in someone else's lair right now.
Yeah. So while I
We
was
don't care
doing
about
that,
those details.
did Bjorn and Kennington find anything on the corpses? Anything interesting?
Roll investigation.
Investigating. Ooh, wait. 15.
You find 10 gold pieces on one of them. That's pretty much it.
And does Kennington see anything cool?
Nope. Blind as a bat. Right.
It's not his day.
There are 3 places you could leave this room for, not counting the secret door from which you've entered. One to your left, one to your right, and one right in front of you. Right in front of you, actually, there are stairs going down.
We were supposed to get up, right?
I mean, you're in the cellar right now. Cellars are actually low. I mixed that up. That's where you keep your wine to keep it cool.
Yeah, it's downstairs, the cellar, right?
Yep.
Or it's in the... Yeah, and the attic is the upstairs thing. Yeah, alright.
How about we just swipe like 1 or 2 bottles for the road?
If you see some, why not? We can throw one at an enemy as a distraction too,
Get
so
an enemy drunk.
everything's possible. If we see some, we could get some.
Negotiate out of a fight.
If I get you a bottle, you don't hurt me, alright? Alright.
You sure you want to fight? It's a 100-year-old bottle. Alright, let's do it. Let's swipe 1 bottle each. That's not gonna be too heavy.
So you wanna go down the stairs?
Yeah? Wanna do it?
Sure, he seems interested in going downstairs. I'll follow him. He's way too enthusiastic. I can't refuse.
Tell me your marching order, please.
Bjorn first, because of his enthusiasm. I'm second, and Kennington is last.
And same thing in terms of HP, you know?
Oh, yeah, you got hurt,
Yeah,
right?
Exactly. I still have a lot, so I'm going first.
You're still pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys go down the stairs merrily talking about swiping wine when you open the door and you find 4 figures talking. One of them is seated in a stone chair. You find out that it's one of the creatures. Well, he's a creature like the ones you've beaten, but this one looks more important. And he's attended by 3 kobolds, which are small dragon-like creatures that are absolutely shivering in terror in front of this creature that they're definitely 100% fearing.
Let's bullshit our way through this.
This stone looks... What the fuck? He says as he spots you.
What do we say to him? Something like, hello, we came here to try and test the wines.
You came here to roll deception.
I'm gonna get it skilled for sure.
With disadvantage, that was a shit line.
Yo! Okay, wait. I have a 19. Not that
Oh my
bad.
god.
Second one. 11.
Ah, could have been so good.
That's why you should never let me talk.
Jens is Einsider.
Yeah, but you were first and
Oh.
enthusiastic. I couldn't say a word.
He's like, oh, wine. I think you're in the wrong room, sir. And you can see that he's trying to hide the thing that was in his hand, and he was admiring very close to his face a second before. You. He points at one of the kobold with shivers, like, yes, sir, yes, sir. Show them to where the wine is. All of you, forget you saw what was in this room.
Okay.
One of the kobold is gonna try to lead you up the stairs and be like, "Oh, my good sirs, if you please, will." And they're gonna try to bring you. Let me just have a look at the map. Where could they try to bring you? That would be logical.
The cellar with the wine.
Yeah, well, there's no wine cellar, but they have wine. They have wine testers.
Okay, so basically storage room or anything that.
Kind of, but there's nothing here that looks like a kitchen. It's kind of a lair, but
We broke the game. This is the equivalent of finding a secret room the developers forgot to remove from the final game.
We did it.
So he'll bring you to the other side of the secret passage from where he came from, and he will shakily say, I am accompanied by help." You hear no response, but after a few seconds, the kobold is gonna gain some courage and gonna keep walking. And we'll go through the room that is full of pillars. Get up some stairs.
While we're walking, can we ask him about the huge guy that was with him?
You can ask him, yeah.
Also, we should basically stay in formation around him, so in case he figures out we're not the real testers and he wants to escape, one of us can just like knock him over or something.
Oh yeah.
So
right.
I'll get behind him.
I'll get
I don't know how
on the
we were
left.
walking. Yeah, I don't know how we were walking, but we're basically just gonna circle him.
Yeah, half circle kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Yes,
Oh,
you should be.
man. Oh,
The
man.
second you circle him, roll initiative.
We just wanted to test wine.
Yeah, you should have just tested wine then.
That's what we were about to do.
11.
Alright.
30-20.
Right. And there's
Oh my god.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
yeah.
Why did he feel threatened? I don't get it.
Yeah, it's almost like he was fearing something.
Yeah. The big guy on the other room, not us. Schnitzel.
Alright. And Otento, you go first as you get surrounded by 7 troglodyte
Troglodyte.
troglodytes. And oh boy, you're unlucky. Yes, they come out of the pillars behind every one of them. There was one of them, and the kobold also takes out his weapons. Automatically notices that you were hostile to him.
Wow. That's why I should
Oh.
never take the lead.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Do the boss music.
So-
Let's do this.
Since everyone is hostile, I guess I'll try to bonk its head. It was the kobold that was in front of us,
Yes.
so I'll bonk the kobold, and I have 18 to it.
That hits.
So, since I sense hostility, I take my quarterstaff and hit him right in the face, and I do a sad 6 damage.
That kills.
Oh,
Yeah, kobolds aren't very bulky. But yeah,
yeah,
just to be
they're in
clear,
groups, so
you were the hostile one.
well, we're just walking behind them.
And decided to quickly surround him.
Oh no, like, I mean, walking around him with him, like. Okay, no, forget it. It's
Yeah,
too
no,
late.
that's too late. That's too late.
I should have explained better.
All right. You have seven other enemies
We're
to
gonna
take
die.
care of.
So, could I get closer to one of them and use my bonus action to hit one of the troglodytes?
You got the movement for that, yeah.
So I do that shit, and I get 11 to it.
Uh,
Are they weak enough?
the room is like 100. Okay, yeah, that's a really big room, but there's definitely one that's close enough.
I got
For you to do
40
that?
feet of movement.
Oh no, you 100% can reach one of them. What did you say was
11.
that hits?
And I do a punch in the throat, 8 damage.
All right. Like that. After that though, it's gonna be another one that's gonna pop right next to its friend. And
Oh, so it doesn't kill the troglodyte?
5 damage will not kill the troglodyte.
8.
No. 8 damage. Oh, 8.
8.
Oh, I did the opposite. But no, it's still got some HP.
Alright. So they're stronger than a kobold?
Yes.
Ah, I didn't know which one was the strongest of the two. Alright, well, that's it for me. I'm satisfied.
Then another one is gonna try to swipe at you. It's 11. It misses
Doesn't
you.
hit.
It misses you with its bite, but tries to claw the shit out of you with a nat 1 for sure. Not gonna hit. And yeah, no, that an 8 is also not gonna hit. So that one isn't gonna touch you. The other one that you attack though will do the same. And with a 21, he will hit you with its bite for sure.
Yeah.
That is 4 piercing damage. Swipe at you with its claw for 14. That's not gonna hit. And 13 isn't gonna hit either. Another one's gonna pop out the dark and swipe at Kennington. Will miss with its bite, I think. Don't remember its AC. Yes, it will miss with its bite. And it will hit with its claw for damage. Again, will miss the second one. Damage. Now it is gonna be Bjorn's turn.
Everyone's, most of them are pretty much in melee range, right?
No, there are 3 of one that are within melee range if you move a few feet, and there are still 4 of them that are farther away in the room.
Let's start melee first because probably my melee is stronger. So I'm gonna hit. I reach the ones that are currently fighting companions.
Yeah,
Okay, so I have a 17 hit.
that hits.
Damage 12.
Which one are you hitting? The one that was already hit by Oltento, or the one that had hit Kennington?
Which one was strongest?
Well, they're all the same, but healthiest
Yeah.
is gonna be the one that struck at Kennington.
Let me save Kennington for one.
Alright. Still alive, but it's looking very miserable.
Yeah. Am I still in rage for last battle, or that's expired because that was only one?
That's expired because you haven't hit or haven't been hit by a creature for more than 6 seconds.
Oh, true. I'm gonna enter a rage again. That's as my bonus action. So that's it for this.
Okay. After that, it's gonna be Kennington's turn. He's gonna swipe at the one that was attacking Oltento. Gonna hit with his rapier. And he's gonna kill that motherfucker. Gonna disengage and go next to Bjorn. But like behind you, where he's gonna try to hide. Unsuccessfully with the nat 1 again. God damn. That is gonna be his turn, and after that, it's gonna be one of the troglodyte that was farther in the room. He's gonna reach you guys. Well, he's gonna try use all of his movement. That's what the next 4 are gonna do. Actually, they're gonna go through the room and they're gonna approach you, but not be close enough to hit. 2 of them are gonna attempt to hide with advantage. And they're both gonna succeed. So you've lost sight of 2 of them. It is gonna be the one of the troglodyte's turn. One of them that was fighting against Oltento already. He's gonna swipe at you with a 21 for its bite. Deal 4 piercing damage with that. 22 with his claw. Gonna deal 6 piercing damage with that. And 18 with its other claw. Deal
If
4
I
damage
have
with that.
18 armor class,
That
does
hits.
he hit me or am I okay?
If it meets, it beats.
So I get it?
Yep.
Damn.
Kind of a lot of damage, and now it's your turn. Oltento?
Mine.
Yes.
Alright. So there was one that was a bit more weak than the other, right?
Before you make anything, actually, I'm gonna need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
No. Constitution saving throw. Oh my god. 5.
You are now poisoned. You will have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Damn.
Until the start of your next turn.
So it's only one turn.
Yep, only one turn, but
Oh, not too bad. Alright, well, I try to hit the weakest one, the one that seems to be the most hurt close to me.
yep.
So first roll is a shit, and the other roll was good. I have 11.
That hits.
Alright. So it's only my to hit, not the damage that's
Yeah, it's
in
only attack rolls and
disadvantage.
abilities. The damage roll will stay the same.
So I do 8 damage.
You beat the shit out of this motherfucker.
Yes! And since I've got no more temporary HP, can I get it now? Since I'm at 0 from the blood draining thing.
Yeah, you get 8 more temporary hit points.
Cool. So when I'm at 0, it's infinite as long as I hit 0 before.
No, well, it can't restack at 8.
Yeah, it's the maximum.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so if I'm like at 4, I can get 4 more until I'm at 8.
Yeah.
Cool. And is there any other troglodyte close?
Yes, there is one. There's the one that just attacked you.
So I look him straight in the eyes and I try to punch its nose. So what is my weakest? 15.
That will also hit the stinky motherfucker.
So I clench my fist and right between the eyes I do 5 damage.
Alright.
And with this, the end of my turn, and I can unpoison myself.
Until the start of your next turn. So
Oh,
yeah, if
alright,
something
yeah,
happens
right.
to you, reaction. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what's gonna
because
happen.
of checks and stuff. Cool.
Yes, it is now Bjorn's turn. Make me a Constitution saving throw too, because you're right next to one of them, and they stinky poo poo.
Dirty 20.
That makes it. So you are gonna be immune to their stench for an hour.
Oh, my pecs are good.
Yeah.
Yeah, good Constitution will do that to you. So yeah, your turn, mate. There's one of them that is hurt right in front of you. 2 of them are hidden, and the other 2 are like 15 feet from you. But one is at the top side of the room, one is at the bottom side.
So they're
Well, the one that's already hurt is close enough for you to put yourself like right in front of it and still hit with your cone.
I could do 2 at the same time.
Yes.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
that was a perfect time for me to do something else than just swing a sword. So let's do breath weapon. And I don't even. Okay, so it's Dex 14.
Dex 14, alright. Luckily for you, their Dex is only average 10 and 9.
Sir.
Yeah.
Damage is 6.
Ooh. 6 poison damage?
That's acid damage. So
Acid
is
damage.
it poison
Ooh.
or
No,
just
acid. Acid is something.
melt their faces?
For 6 damage each. Alright. So the one that was already hurt is even more hurt, and it looks real bad. The other one is very hurt too. Acid does hurt. Right. Does that conclude your turn?
That's basically one action. All I can do. I didn't critical hit anyone.
Oh.
Okay, that's all I can do basically.
Alright, then it is gonna be Kennington's turn. Gonna swipe at the one, well, with this rapier that is close to you. So you can sneak back. That's gonna hit.
He's done.
It's fine. That kills the guy that was standing there. So all that are left is the one on the northern side of the room that's hit, one at the southern side of the room that is not hit, and the two ones that are hidden. The Northy boy is gonna come to Oltento. No, he's gonna come to Bjorn actually. Since you've hit him, he's gonna try to take his revenge. Nat 20 its bite.
What?
Yeah. 4 piercing damage, but you're raged, so you take half of that, so 2. Claw. Miss. Claw. Miss.
Oh.
So that's it for him. It's gonna be the Salty boy's turn. He's gonna go try to attack Altanto, the closest to him. Miss with its bite. Will 18 hit?
I've got 18, so I think so.
Yes, he's gonna do 3 piercing damage with its claw.
How much?
3. Yeah, that's all he's gonna do. 3 piercing damage to you. While slashing, since it's a claw. And that is it. The other 2 that are hidden are gonna attack with advantage at Bjorn. 22 will hit with its bite. 3 piercing damage for the bite. 19 is gonna hit for the claw. 4 piercing damage for the claw. 20 dirty is gonna hit also. 5 damage for the other claw for slashing, so you take half of that. So 2 plus 2, that's gonna be 4 damage total. The other one that's hidden is gonna go for Oltento. 16 will miss for the swipe. Double nat 1 for one of the claw. And 19 will hit for the last swipe of its claw, doing a grand total of 3 slashing damage to Oltento.
I can live with that.
You're not gonna take it though. You're not gonna take it. It's your turn. Take your revenge, mate.
Yeah, of course. So, after he hit me, I look at him with disappointment. Take my staff and hit as hard as I can. Oh, and I don't have my poison state now.
No, but you
Right?
will need to make an. Oh no, actually, you're. Yes, you actually started your turn close to one, so you'll need to make another con save.
Damn it. Oh, oh, the saving throw's there. 12.
You will not make 12. Poisoned again.
I'm still. Alright, so hopefully. Oh my god.
Oh no, no,
Nat
sorry.
1.
Actually, 12. You will make it.
Oh.
You're also immune for an hour.
You are
Well,
not
then
weak
I
link.
got 17 on my first roll.
Okay, good. That hits.
So, with the force of Mad Turtle, I do 8 damage.
That will kill.
And I drench its blood.
Oh, what
Ah,
a peaceful monk.
I like temporary HP. It's magnificent.
It is. It is pretty
I
fucking
am-
good.
I am a sponge.
Mm-hmm.
And a vampire.
Yes.
Anything else?
So, are there any more troglodyte close enough to it?
Yeah, you can reach one.
So, I move there with blood coming out of my mouth. I don't know how I get just to look intimidating, and I punch it with force, and I get a 22, so I guess it works.
Yes, it does. It
and
hits.
I do 7 damage.
Ooh. Yep, yep. Not looking good for the boy. All right. Bjorn, your turn.
Yo. Who's left?
3 of them are left. One is fighting Oltento. The other 2 are right at you.
Oh, true. Sorry, buddy, I can't save you right now. Swing some great sword at any of the 2 that are close to me.
Okay.
I have a nice 22.
That hits.
And damage 11.
Still alive, but it does not look good. Hurt.
I'm satisfied.
All right. Then.
That's it for my turn.
All right. Kennington is gonna join you and attack the boy. Will miss miserably. It will flee and try to hide, which it will do. He will hide successfully next turn. And target attack that you did not hit is gonna swipe at you with its claw. 23 is gonna hit. 2 piercing damage. That's already halved. Gonna 21 hit again. 3. That's 1 piercing damage, slashing damage, and 18. That's 2 slashing damage. So a total of 5 damage for the whole turn.
I have to start and get more careful from now on. 19.
That's still a lot.
Yeah.
For a
Compared
level
to the
4,
others.
for a level
It's
4,
not
that's a
good.
lot.
Yeah, it's not the worst.
Hit boy that's been hit by Oltento is gonna bite, miss, slash miss, and slash hit Oltento for 6 slashing damage. Hurt boy. That is the third one. So 23 is gonna hit you, Bjorn, for 2. Not 20, that's gonna be a 6 plus 2, 8, so 4. And the other one will not hit.
4.
4 plus the 2. So that's 6 total. And that's gonna be the end of the troglodytes' turn. Those are ugly motherfuckers. They're like reptiles but full of slime. That's why they stink so bad. And Oltento, it's gonna be your turn again since you are right next to one. Their stench is gonna hit you. Are you gonna tough it off? No, you did tough it off last time. Sorry, I misremembered. So you're good. Do what you want, man. Punch that shit. Like, do the monk thing.
All right. Well, once again, I'm ready to drain some blood. So I I use my staff, punch it so hard on the top of its skull with a 26,
Yikes, that
and
hits.
I do a 9 damage.
That kills.
So I get once again. Oh wow, it's fantastic.
I'm
I
mad.
like weaklings. I'm getting blood hungry. It's dangerous.
You literally
So-
split its head with your quarterstaff, and it's like, pow!
Yeah, drink some. Drink some right from the skull, and yeah. Oh, I feel better. And
Disgusting.
there were how many troglodytes remaining?
2 of them are remaining. One is brand new, the other one is badly hurt. Both are battling Bjorn.
And can I get close enough to Bjorn?
Yeah.
Cool. So I'll try to hit the one that is fresh.
Okay.
and I get a 23,
That hits.
and I
Needless to
do
say.
7 damage.
That is a good chunk of its damage. Self, I mean. Alright. Alright. It's done. So now it's Bjorn's turn. Bjorn.
I might be able to pull off a great weapon. Alright,
Maybe.
great sword at any of them. 14.
Hits.
As for the damage, it's 13.
Kills.
Oh yeah. So now, great weapon master attack. Sounds so nice. So I did a second DC with 14.
What do you mean, great?
Great weapon master attack is basically on your turn. If you reduce a creature to 0 HP with 1 hit, then you can make a second melee weapon attack as a bonus action.
Ooh, that's good.
I was waiting all the time for this. So DC was 14 on my second swing.
Yep, that swings.
And as for damage, 15.
That absolutely murders the shit out of that thing.
Oh man. That's 2 kills. Oh, okay.
Describe to me how that happens.
That's basically what I'm trying to. Okay, so with one diagonal swing, I slice the first one diagonally in half properly. Instead of stopping there, I just basically get my swing going on, back up, and in the other direction, another diagonal swing at the second one.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing, sliced in half diagonally. At the end, I just flick my greatsword, other freaking goo that smells so bad off of it. Then, like Cloud, after a nice fight in Final Fantasy VII, my sword just magically snaps at my back.
Ooh.
Exactly. 5 GP. 1 materia.
Alright. So everyone's dead in the room. Do you want to see where the kobold was trying to lead you, or are you gonna? What are you gonna do? You know for a fact that there's an important figure that was in the room that you left with the kobold, but then again, the kobold was trying to lead you to wine.
Or was he?
Or was he? That's kind of too late for you to roll an insight check on the dead goblin.
Oh man.
Or was he? So
do we really want that wine? Because I just lost a shit ton of HP. I'm not anymore the damage sponge. I have to be careful from now on. I'm at 13, yo.
Well, I guess Kennington could help you up a bit. He has some magic inside of him.
Oh, true.
You get 8 HP back. And what about you, Tanto? Do you need some healing?
Well, with my temporary HP on, I'm pretty good still, I'd say.
Fine. That's what is gonna happen. I forgot that Kennington could heal you in battle. Yep. Oh, well, he also has like other spells that are good. Forgot about that.
Oh my god, he can't be good, I forgot.
I mean, he's basically more of an NPC than...
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed.
But like, he's still a good rogue, so he can still do some good damage in battle. So
let's not ask too much of him, you know?
You can ask him to do shit, though. Like, it's a free action to speak.
Heal us!
Yeah, and if he can reach you, he can use Cure Wounds, and if he can't, he can still use Healing Words, which is just not as good at healing, but still better than nothing. Alright, so what are you gonna do? Go to the places you were led to, or go back to the room without a kobold and having to explain why he's not there? And why you're back, for that matter.
And all bloody.
Yep. I mean, you were still bloodied, but you didn't ask for any of that shit.
Well, I'm pretty sure if we go back, there will be a fight again. But he seemed to have something he was hiding, so maybe it was what we want. I don't know. And for wine, getting inebriated wouldn't help us, I think. Since there's like danger and everything. What can we do? Um, well, I guess it wouldn't hurt to look around a bit in this room, just for like a couple minutes, and then if we don't find anything interesting, go back to the intimidating figure.
Can we see what's inside the room with the wine?
You can try to have a look at it.
That doesn't go so well for us. Alright.
You open the door.
Carefully.
Can we just listen to it?
Sure.
I don't know if that's gonna do anything. Imagine like guards sitting silently. Right, might as well. It takes like 5 seconds. Okay, so first we listen to the door.
There's no noise.
Does it smell like wine?
I mean,
How are you gonna try to smell wine in a bottle unopened from a
I
door?
don't know. Maybe they're drunk and they spilled some wine in the barrels, and
Which means they stole wine.
there some on the floor, and they can pour some wine in their glasses properly, so it's
You know what? If you roll 35 on a perception check, I'll allow it.
Well, I can't even get there, so
That's
I
what I
won't
thought.
try. Uh, Cool. So, it's dead silence. What do we do? Do you want to try to
Oh, there
open
was
it,
some noise.
or do we turn back?
There was actually noise. Open and we don't have an escort, and we try the same line again. Pretty dumb and respective. Oh, there's no way to just like go to somewhere else, not the room with the mysterious guy.
Well, there were two other doors in the other room,
Mm-hmm.
so we can always explore those two doors if we want to.
If you want to.
Let's do it.
Which one? Right or left?
Left.
Left. All right. That brings you to this one. As you open the door, you get shot by arrows.
I closed the door.
Too late.
Yep. Because one of them roll a nat 20, so that is for sure gonna hit one of you. I'm gonna roll because you're 3 people, and the second one to enter the room would have been Otento. If we keep the same marching order, you are gonna get 4 piercing damage.
Damn.
And a dex save, please.
24.
You reacted quick enough to close the door after receiving the first arrow.
Cool.
You hear a thud as it hits the door just as you closed it.
So this
Describe
door is
how you look at
dangerous.
us.
Let's not go there. Cool.
I stand there with eyes wide open and I just nod like, yeah, let's go back. Next,
So
please.
let's try the door on the right, but this time we'll open it slowly and carefully.
Do you want me to go first? I don't know how much HP you got right now.
As you wish.
Alright, so
But
I
be
go first
careful.
carefully.
All right. You can find a room. It's Why do I have to roll for that?
Why, indeed?
You can hear rats, harmless rats, crawling about, minding their own business, and the sound of children running around on the top floor.
What?
Someone should call the health inspectors on them.
Yeah, and
there are.
child services.
It's actually an orphanage.
Huh?
So you can see stone stairs that climb 10 feet to a wooden door in front of you, and there's another door, plain wooden door, that would lead to some place at the same level as where you are.
All right. What kind of building were we in already? I don't remember. It seems confusing.
You're in a huge cellar.
With an orphanage.
So the orphanage as a cellar with weird lizard
No,
people.
So the cellar is
And
like, it's basically underground. You're at the same level as the sewers, let's say. So
yeah,
above whatever construction is, just that's still the city. But the cellar is so big that there are things that are upstairs of it.
and it's not necessarily connected to them. Like,
Not
yes, there's a
necessarily.
door, but it's not the cellar of the thing.
Not necessarily, no.
Oh, all right, all right.
So basically, it's like the Dark Knight Rises. We're in Bane's lair. And we're shittier than Batman.
Kind of. And for sure shittier than Batman. He's a good investigator.
Oh, er,
Except you broke someone's back instead of getting your back broke.
That's a fair point.
oh, I'm better than Batman on that. I'm the backbreaker. All right. Well, I guess we shouldn't go upstairs into the what seems to be an orphanage.
Good
We
luck
would
trying to reach
be
that anyway.
scarring
There's a lot
the
of crates
kids
and
would be
barrels that are
scarred
stacked.
forever.
Like there's a lot of barrels that are stacked in on the stairs and everything, making it like very hard to climb.
Uh, barrels of wine.
Oh, but it smells good.
Hey,
Relatively.
Kennington, do you want to take a sip?
Do you know that barrels don't necessarily hold liquids, don't you?
Oh, it could hold explosives. Powder.
Or just 20 kilos of salt.
Can I just gently shake one?
Sure.
So I gently shake one. What kind of sound does it make? Does it seem to be liquid?
Nope.
Alright, I won't touch it any further.
That's a good
Oh.
initiative, backbreaker.
Well, can the can
That's what she
the
said.
lid open actually?
Do you have a crowbar?
I don't.
Then how are you gonna try to open this?
I
With your stick.
didn't think this through. I was thinking, oh yeah, it's it can be turned and it unscrewed.
Can you use your stick as lever? Is it strong enough for...
Actually, Kennington has a crowbar.
Oh,
He
He
can give it to
does?
you. Yeah, he does.
sneaky little bastard.
It's usually in a.
Are you curious to opening the barrels, Kennington, or you'd prefer not to?
It might contain something interesting. I will try. We'll do a.
I just before he does that, I step back a couple of steps just in case.
Athletics check, and even though he has a -1 in it, he can open it, and you find food stuff in it. Worthless.
Ooh. Does it seem
Edible?
not? Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is.
All right. Well, I take something and take a bite. I'm hungry.
Okay, good.
Might as well. I'm seeing food. I like. Hey, a meal, a little snack in between all the killing.
All right. So we go to the other door.
Yeah, I guess it would be a good choice, but
Yeah.
carefully once again. I'm a bit scared of opening doors now.
Especially left doors. They're always the one that kill us.
Okay, you carefully open the door, and you find a spacious empty cellar with some stone pillars and arches supporting the ceiling. There's mismatched stonework on either side of a half demolished wall. That indicates that this area was once two separate chambers. There's a rickety doorway. Bricked up doorway. Yeah, it's bricked up. There used to be a door there, but now they're bricks. Kind of like in Zelda when there's something you can bomb.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hey, listen.
Yeah.
Um, can I use some look around to see if the pillars are hiding any more troglodytes?
Sure.
So it is a perception,
Mm-hmm.
and it is pitiful. I have a nat 1.
There's no enemy here as far as you know.
Well, for all I can see, which is not much, all is clear.
I
But
mean, something that is
I wouldn't trust myself on this.
something that's very evident though is that there's furniture in there that are scratched. Wobbly chairs, coat racks, small tables, wooden trunk.
Kind of like the same markings as the one that we got on ourselves fighting earlier, right?
No, like very small. Like a rat
Oh.
could have made that.
Oh, alright, alright.
That's good for me.
So, you think we should go further on?
What do you think? Let's go.
This
Alright.
is the end of the way for this side of the rooms.
Yeah, we're
There's
done.
nothing special in the room?
Apart from scratched furniture and wooden trunk.
Alright. Well, I guess we should go back to the intimidating guy. What else can we do aside from going back to the arrow-filled room?
Alright, then as you climb down the stairs to the other room.
With an arrow still lodged inside you.
Yeah.
Ah, didn't specify I took it down, right?
Well, I assume we have time to take it down.
Yeah, while eating my snack, I'm like, yeah, fuck this arrow. Don't want it now.
Yeah, I don't know if we have antibiotics or stuff like that in that time, so maybe if you take it off, you should pour some wine onto it. And then mess up the wine.
Alright. uh, as you come down, the Durgar is gonna be very confused and be like, "Oh, I was waiting for my goblin kobold thing. Ah, don't look at me like that. I know you. You know I don't respect you. Yeah, he hasn't come back. What happened?"
I think he got lost. We didn't find the wine yet. Just food.
Well, I did find it a bit suspicious that it took you so long, but when you climbed up the stairs, did you keep going or did you turn right?
Ah,
Just tried all the doors because he helpful. Got lost. Got us lost.
And let me guess, that arrow that stuck to your forehead, that was when you used the door on the right, wasn't it?
Speaking of which, do
I
you have bandages?
I would give you some if you tell me what happened to my kobold.
That's a good question.
One
Well,
that I
oh,
expect an answer to.
well, while opening the door with the arrows, he kind of got it, and it wasn't good.
Roll deception.
Holy shit, nat 20, man.
Huh. They are pretty weak creatures.
Yeah, it wasn't pretty.
You should have brought back the body, though.
Yeah, well, there were arrows going back and forth, so I kind of shut the door as soon as I got it, so I couldn't get the body back.
Hmm. Mm-hmm. Well then,
Yeah.
you'll need to, you. And he'll send another kobold to guide you. Turn right, don't forget the knock. Now, taste the wine.
Yeah, hopefully the wine will be good.
Okay. The kobold's gonna be like, "Oh, this way, sirs." He leads you up the stairs and takes the right turn and knocks. Okay. And no arrows come at you when you open the door to this. Now,
Huh.
you go around a corridor, find a bit of wiki wacky stuff. Jump dum, you go around, you sneaky, boop doop doop doo, you go through shit. And oh no, I'm not at the right place. The one I want. No, stop. Alright. Yes, unexpectedly to all of you, as you open the door next to that one, you find a half ogre that looks super fucking drunk because you can find 6 casks of the cheapest one you can find. You can smell that this one is cheap from here. And the half ogre is very poisoned. Shut up, donkey! What you hear? Are you not gonna answer it?
Oh.
What did you say?
What you hear?
Oh, here to taste wine.
I taste the wine first. You say I can do a good job?
I didn't say that. We were just curious about the wine. We
Shut
heard it
up
was good.
then! And he's gonna attack you.
Of course. It was unavoidable.
They do have rough and quick tempers.
Yeah, and especially a drunk one, I would think.
Yeah, yes. Good for you though, since you did not attack that kobold, he will fight with you. Very much so.
Nice.
And by that I mean he will be in the initiative order.
Maybe we'll be able to speak with him after. Maybe.
Yeah. Probably should not let this one die though.
Initiative?
I have that one.
Alright.
I was about to say a sad 6, but he's worst.
Everything in life is relative.
Indeed.
Good, good, good.
I'm still happy I could lie good for once. I'm proud.
Kennington, being very quick to react, is gonna take out his short bow and miss the shit out of that. No, actually, he's gonna hit. Oh my god, the armor is very bad. No sneak attack though, because no one is here to help him. That's gonna be a 4 piercing damage on the skin of this bad boy. And Kennington is gonna hide behind Bjorn. And that's gonna be enough because this shit is blind. Also, even if you roll a 5, that's still a 12 for stealth, so it's not that bad. Yeah, so that's it for Kennington. The ogre is gonna retaliate by swinging at Bjorn.
Crap.
Yeah, Kennington's hidden behind you, so he's gonna attack the first thing it sees with its battle axe.
Oh crap.
That's gonna be a 23 to hit.
Oh shit.
Or oh my god, that shit. For a total of 13 slashing damage.
What?
It can actually be even worse. He's too drunk to know that he can hold his axe with 2 hands and it just swipes at you.
Yo, I'm down to 8.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Well,
I
we
think we
know
should've
what
drank a few
Kennington is
potions
doing on his
before.
next turn, right?
Yeah.
Speaking of next turns, actually, what's your dexterity, Otlento?
18.
Okay, then you will go first.
Cool. So, I guess I'll get kind of closer to the, what was it? A troll orc thing?
A half
That,
ogre.
yeah, that thing. And, I'll use my quarterstaff to hit it on the leg violently. And
Okay,
I've got the 26.
that hits.
And I do 7 damage.
Okay.
And then after that, for good measure, I will do an unarmed strike. I was wondering if I was doing more, but no, and I only got an 8.
That will not hit.
I was hoping, but that was to be expected.
The kobold is now the one that is gonna act, and he's gonna run away.
You.
You can hear kind of
Is this-
master.
Is he still in the room?
Nah,
Oh
he
man.
fled the room.
Sad. To be expected, but sad.
Bjorn.
Did Kennington heal me or not?
No. Kennington was the first to act. It's now your turn.
Okay, sure.
After that, it's gonna be Kennington.
Oh. Oh my god. I don't even think I have 1 rage left. I imagine if I use it and we have a worst fight coming up after. But yeah, I'm done. So I rage. I attack with a great sword. My is 14.
That hits.
Damage is 13.
Ooh, big boy. Oh. That. Right? He's still alive, but he looks even more mad now. You're gonna.
my rage is.
Alright.
That's it.
Kennington will your wound. Another 8 HP.
Thanks, Kenny.
Will stay hidden. That will be his turn. Now it's the ogre's turn. Gonna attack Oltento because you're right in front of him.
Yeah.
He will miss with a 9. And that's the end of its turn. It's now your turn, Oltento.
So I use the fact that he missed to take a good swing at him with my staff for 10.
That does not hit.
Bad. So then I'll just try to punch him. Classic.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit, and it does not work. So it was wasteful turn.
Sad.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty much it.
Yorn, your turn.
Great sword with a DC of 17
That hits.
with some damage of 13.
That kills.
Oh, that's nice. Oh man. I don't have any inspiration for finishing move. Oh yeah, could be clean. Hit.
As he was trying to raise its battle axe again to swipe at the closest enemy he could see in his drunken rage, he fucking steps back and falls on your sword.
I love this.
Good job. So yes,
So,
there are there where I wanna be. I wanna be me.
is the kobold coming back?
You have no way of knowing that.
Well, if we saw him, we'd know.
Yeah, that's the only way you would know.
Yeah, that was what I was wondering. Like, he's well, if he didn't went all the way back, maybe he heard that there was no more fighting sounds, so he came back. I don't know.
He did go back to his master.
Yep.
So what we could do is bandage up, take potion. Fine. I mean, that's
get
what we came here to do.
There are still some casks left of the same very cheap wine, but roll me Constitution. Saving throws. Saving throws, all of you. Kennington
11?
gets advantage of those since he's an alcoholic, but he still fails.
21.
Yeah, this wine has been maturing for way too long. You can tell why it smells and tastes so bad. It's because it's basically became like 35% alcohol.
Oh, okay.
And yep, Kennington drank about a whole pint's worth and he got drunk real quick. You guys were smart enough to smell before.
Yeah. Yeah, at least take a sip, not a whole bottle.
So yeah, you took about a sip, which is not enough to get you drunk and not enough to poison you either. But a whole
Cool.
pint, that's gonna give Kennington the drunkenness for 4. Okay, it's gonna be real bad actually. He's gonna be drunk for like 8 hours.
Oh my god, so dumb.
I'm gonna put him back in the backpack.
Let me see how he will react to that. Fairly well, he will just take a nap.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you do?
Do we wait there until the kobold arrives? Or do we just walk back and say the wine wish? Oh yeah, we
Could we-
how's your HP?
I'm kind of good actually. I'm not really hurt, but I was wondering if maybe a short rest could be useful. Short
Yeah.
rests are how long actually?
That's an hour.
Hmm. Do you think it's reasonable to be here for an hour in the wine place?
So?
So that
Like,
that way you could heal up a bit at the same time.
yeah, do we heal up a little? Like, very tiny bit. I don't know if that's useful. What else? I just get my breath weapon back. Not my rages, so we could. Oh yeah, we forgot the stone gem, right?
Indeed, you forgot about that.
So
The
we
one
don't have
the one
much.
that that guy was holding?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, one step at a time.
Yeah, this is too much for our brains.
He asked us about wine, so I didn't think about questioning him in return.
Thing is, I don't even have a potion or anything, so we could just walk back.
Alright, well, we tasted wine, so we did what we had to do, so we don't even have to lie now.
Exactly.
You do remember why you're here, though.
Nope.
For the Stone of Galar and the
Yes,
traitor.
indeed.
Do we know what race is the traitor? What he looks like?
Um, Let me refresh my memory.
Because if he looks suspiciously like the one that we saw in front of us, I think I'll confront him in some way.
He told you about his. Yeah, Laryl told you about the spy Narl Zimbridis, which I do remember you taking notes of, actually. And Laryl suggested you search the stone for the stone in the Star Complex under the Southern Ward. It didn't tell you who it was expecting to have the stone, but it did tell you that it would be very beneficial for the whole city if you got her the stone. That's why you're here, for the stone.
Yeah, so traitor or not, we just gotta get the stone.
That's your whole reason
So,
for being here, yeah.
yeah, well,
We got sidetracked by our desire for wine.
yeah. Well, there
So
are
much.
one cobbled less, so it's not that bad.
I don't think the kobolds are gonna be the real problem here. But just
No,
for good measure, can we bottle up some wine?
Do you have bottles on you?
We don't. At least I don't.
does Kennington have some?
Like empty potion bottles.
Oh, I got a water skin.
You can fill
Yeah,
that up.
no. Did you
With
drink your
4
water?
pints. That's cool.
Kennington also has one, but he's sleeping in your bag, so.
Yeah. I have. Sure, I have some basic equipment. Should have a water skin. Yeah, I do. And normally we don't go out with liquid in the water skin, or just is it something that we consider?
You can just empty it.
That's like emptying good water with bad wine.
Yeah, that's what it would be, but that's for you to decide.
Yeah. I'm dumb, but not that dumb, maybe. I was thinking more if we could fill up a new bottle with it and use it as, I don't know, some kind of improvised
Well,
stinky weapon.
if we look around, do we see anything that looks like a small bottle?
No, there are only casks of wine there. They didn't.
So it's pretty huge.
Yeah. Well, there's like 10 casks and the space for one half ogre to be in and drink the wine. The room is very small. You were all like shuffling around there. It's like 15 feet square.
Oh.
Yeah, let's just go back and stop having weird ideas.
Yeah.
I say to myself
Alright.
mostly.
Well, there's
Well,
3 people
you
in the
could
room.
steal
One's
all
in
the
your bag.
cask and throw it in the room. Or like be like, oh yeah, the wine was so good, I'm taking one back.
Make the floor slippery.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm too tired for that.
Alright.
Keep in mind, I have like 1/3 of my HP. Something like 35%. So essentially, it's like carrying something huge and heavy, whilst I have gashes all over. So that's not very nice. Alright, let's go back.
But it would be kind of dangerous for you to confront the other guy, right? If you're kind of weak.
It is. Why,
Are
like,
you
yeah,
are you not worried?
normally not, but some common sense made its way into my mind, and I am worried now. But I don't have anything much for healing. Unless I could eat and magically heal from the eating. But this ain't a video game, so.
Yeah, no, that doesn't work like that.
Cheese wheels.
Nope, sadly, it doesn't work like that.
Okay, so essentially, all of our ideas are debunked. Maybe, just maybe, go back.
So the short rest isn't that bad of an idea.
Exactly.
So we
Except
could take
that
a
we do
rest
have-
beside the dead the dead carcass over there.
So, short rest?
Except we do
I
have a
think so.
time limit, you know, for our quest.
Yeah, but I don't think an hour will hurt us.
Alright, let's do it. Short rest.
And if it can heal you a bit,
Before a nice boss fight.
About 20 minutes in, you can hear the kobold coming back and telling you, Master was inquiring about the wine testing. Is it done? Please tell me it's done. He's very unhappy with the time it's taking.
well,
It is done even though you let us alone with this thing. Pointing at a dead body that's huge and stinky.
Isn't replacing him the reason why you're here in the first place? Either convince it to let you rest, or he will be ruining your short rest.
shit.
Or you can kill him if you want to, and
Yeah, but you
hope
want
for-
to ask him question.
an interrogation would be like it would interrupt the rest. So
Yeah,
that would
but
take
if we
you like
kill
2 or 3
him,
minutes
it'll
more.
be suspicious.
Also,
Well,
yeah.
Well, I guess the guy is pretty much suspicious already. So,
Mm-hmm.
can it? All right. Well, I asked the couple to get a bit closer.
Why?
It does not move.
All right. Did you taste the wine? Actually,
Yeah, we both did, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but I was asking the kobold if he ever tasted it.
Not my job.
Do you want to try?
Nope. It smells horrible.
There's
It's
a reason.
surprisingly good.
Well, thank you.
All right. Fuck. I don't know what to do. Um,
That was
I'm scared
sarcasm.
that if I try to get to him, he'll run and I won't have time to get to him. I want my rest.
Does a short rest even heal?
Yes, you can use your hit dice to heal. That's in the options. Like you get squares
I
here.
have
You
a-
can click them and you roll.
I have a. Okay, that would be good
Mhm.
enough.
Yeah, 1d12 plus 4 per square that you press. That
I
resets with a long rest.
Do you want to take the risk, or do you want to be? Do you want to play the role properly? As in, we go back, we tell them the wine was bad, and then
well, uh, we will decidedly go back, but I want you to rest, so I don't know what to do with the kobold.
My
Is
master doesn't want to
any
wait
one
any
of us
longer.
close?
Come with me now.
let's just go.
I'm
let's just
afraid he
go.
will be very mad if you don't. And people that make him mad don't. They, they, they don't live very long lives.
Uh, in I get up and get closer to him.
How closer?
Well, in a distance that seems non-threatening, and that makes it look like I'll follow him. I don't know if I'm gonna follow him or try to strangle him yet. I'm so unsure.
Roll deception.
15.
Sensing that you're a threat, he throws his dagger at you. 12, he's gonna miss, and he runs away.
Wait. If he throws at me, I have my reaction to deflect missiles attack. So can it work still?
Yeah.
Alright, so I have to roll to see if I do it, I think.
I don't know how that works. You'll know more than I do.
Oh yeah, there's the description.
Uh-huh.
When you do so, the damage you take is reduced by this. If you reduce to 0 and have a free hand, I can spend a key point to make a range attack. So, if he misses, I guess it's 0,
Yeah,
so
you
I
don't take
can
damage.
deflect and throw it again.
Yep.
Alright, so I'll throw the weapon at him. Throw it back. So
Okay.
I use a key point for that.
Uh-huh.
And it's 15.
That will hit. Roll damage.
And I do 6 damage.
You kill the goblin.
Cool. So now I take a short rest.
Actually, you do not, because 5 minutes later, another kobold comes.
Jesus Christ.
This time, he comes accompanied by no, his boss himself.
Ah, no.
Yep.
Fuck.
What's this about? This is taking way too much time for wine tasting. Why are you really here? You get one chance. Answer truthfully. I might kill you quicker than I would. If you don't, I'll take time with you. Speak.
Stone.
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 What stone are you talking about?
You know the one.
Roll insight.
Nat 20.
No, I don't.
That was such a bullshitting voice. You know the stone. I think you were talking about it when we first saw you.
It seems I can't let you go after all. Roll initiative.
Nothing is going according to plan.
And as he said that, he enlarged himself.
Aren't we in like a corridor?
No, you're still in the wine cellar. It's about 15 feet square. It's 30 feet squared. Sorry, I misread the cubes. It's a very small room, very little places to hide. Kennington's is drunk in Bjorn's backpack. Both of you are there. And,
oh my god.
that is it.
It is so not according to plan.
I will roll a D100 and ooh. Kennington is drunk, but not enough not to fight. He will, however, roll every attack roll with disadvantage.
At least we still have a chance to have him and make something sometimes. So I got that 30-20 for initiative.
Alright. For Kennington. Right. Initiative.
22.
Alright. Then Bjorn, the enlarged boss, is right in front of all of you in the room with the kobold following right beneath, behind him. It is your turn. He is enlarged, and since he knows about the stone and why you're here, he will not let you go from his own volition.
Oh man. Wait, did we get the short rest because I was
Nope,
away?
you were interrupted again because it's hard to take an hour in someone else's lair.
So even Bjorn couldn't.
No, no one can. It requires an hour of unstopped time. You had like 35 minutes.
Damn.
Yeah.
I facepalm in real life.
I did roll for that though. That could have worked, but
Alright,
Oh,
I'm
well.
gonna try and stab him with the great sword. It is 16
that hits.
for total damage of 14.
14, alright.
I can't rage. I think my rage is... Actually, yeah, the rage is finished because... Wait for... So I don't even have anything special I can do for my bonus action.
You can still frenzy if you want to.
That's as long as I have my rage, which is why I checked.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Well,
so let me check, make sure. But essentially, there's nothing I can do.
you can reckless attack, I think.
Yeah, true. I can reckless attack in any situation. Yeah. So,
well, that just gives you advantage on your roll, though.
Yeah, which is not useful in this case, and which would actually put me in danger of.
Yeah, right now that's not a good thing, but that's still something you can do next turn, because yeah, even with a 14, there is a next turn. Big surprise.
While raging, I'm not in rage anymore. Especially since I used it last time a while ago. That's it for my turn.
Understand. Well, the kobold is gonna take up his sling and swing right at Bjorn with an 18, which will hit. and do 5 bludgeoning damage.
Oh man, I can't even.
Nope. Pennington, no, that's the kobold. It attack. Old Slanto, it's your turn.
All right. I guess I'll go and hit. Well, the kobold is behind the bus, right?
Yes.
All right. So it's easier to hit the bus. So I'll focus on him first and bash him with my quarterstaff with such a passion that I only do 12.
12 will not hit the boss.
All right. So I'm
Thank you.
surprised. Oh. Oh no, I should have done that before. Uh, Alright, so I'll use a key point to do my flurry of blows against him again. 17 on the first
Hits.
with 7 damage,
Okay.
and then damn it, 11.
That will not hit. You should
So
use your
close.
flurry of blow after you've done your second your unarmed strike, because if you hit and you kill, you're not wasting a key point.
Oh, fair enough.
Mm-hmm. That's not happened
Well,
to you, but
it's after the attack action, so pretty much after the first blow.
oh well, I didn't know that. Then yeah, all right. I thought you could be smart about it, but apparently the game doesn't let you. You know what? That's bullshit. I'll let you do after your unarmed strike.
So I could use like my staff, then my unarmed strike, and then if it isn't dead yet,
After
use
that, yeah,
one
you
key
can
point
flurry of
for
blow.
my flurry of blows.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. I'll take that in note. So that's pretty much it for now.
Okay. The two. Big boy. You never asked his name, so you don't know his name, but
Boy.
yeah, big boy. Gonna swipe at old Tento. War pick. Nat 20.
Fudge a sickle.
22 plus 2. That's 24 piercing damage. That he's going to deal right to your face.
24.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so close to dying. Ah! Almost all my HP gone with one hit. Ah!
Kennington's turn. He's gonna
I'm
take off his
scared.
sword bow while being still in Bjorn's backpack, hidden away. He's gonna
turret.
not shoot anything, and he'll just pop back in, try to hide. He's gonna succeed at hiding, even with disadvantage. That's it for his turn.
So much fudge.
Yes, he. Spoiler alert, that's a boss. Bjorn, it's your turn again.
What's the lowest DC that hit him?
16.
Yeah.
And the highest that missed?
15.
15.
That missed.
Well, all right. No pressure.
I am definitely not using Great Weapon Master, though that would have been nice. Plus 10 to attack damage, imagine.
Ooh. Yep, that would have been cool.
Either I'm very lucky. In any case, I have to be lucky.
You can still use your reckless attack and your taking -5.
But then I'll die right after.
Hey, It's a risky move, but it could pay off.
Oh man.
Jesus Christ. We're all so close to death.
I'll let you choose if you use your Great Master weapon after you know if that hits or not. Like after you roll.
Okay. At least. Let's skip reckless attacking. DC is coming right up. That's with the great sword, so DC of 25.
Even with your Great Master weapon, that would hit.
Nice. Okay, so damage that 13
Plus the 10.
plus the 10, that's gonna be 23.
That
Oh.
fucking abolishes it.
Do it.
You swing your
KO.
sword around. After doing a few turns, you masterfully fucking straight up stab its throat and just like whew. It did not expect a stab. It expected a circular attack. You fainted it. You fainted the motherfucker. Fucking stab his throat and pooh. You're strong enough to even lift the body with you at the tip of your blade and just hold it, even if it's now flopping around and regressing to its original size. You can hear the kobold just shitting itself like right behind it, like and actually it's his turn, and you'll attempt to flee using the dash action to run
Hopefully can't
60 meter
flee.
feet. Those are feet. We're
I
playing
just
D&D.
had an idea for the finishing move. You know how Lubu in Dynasty Warriors stabs someone, raises him, but the guy's got a spear, so essentially what he does is swing from side to side as the other's falling, or not even falling because he's basically too fast. So with my greatsword, that's like swinging, chopping in his head in multiple layers.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's, and there's no blood in that game, so wow. You guys need to play this once in your life. It's probably Dynasty Warriors 4 and 5. But if you Google it, you're gonna know. I'm pretty sure he's in most of them.
I've only played Hyrule Warrior.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the kids' version compared to it.
Yeah, that's what I felt like. But it was still, it was good. Anyway, Kobold's running 60 feet. He's
Damn it.
he's close to the actually he's in the sewers right now. Well, where you came from, the tunnel you found, that was the sewers. You can still reach him if you dash to him, but that would be your action to that. Either you reach him or you let him go. Whichever.
Yeah, well, even if I reach him, I can't kill him, so it's not useful.
Fair enough.
You never know. Did you just see what I did? Get inspired by it?
Yeah, but
Or luck
unless he
runs
wants
out.
to try to fight me.
Alright, then combat is over.
So I scream into the abyss. Well, just a sigh of despair. Ah! And then I'm okay.
Alright, so what will you do? You
We
remember why
look
you're
at the
here.
pockets of the now dead body.
Alright, roll investigation.
Hopefully he still has the stone. 15.
Yes, he does. He
I
has a
take
stone.
the stone, I sigh with relief, and put it in my pocket.
Alright.
Let's get out of here. I'm tired.
Yo. We need
Let's
some good
run
sleep
out of here. It's dangerous as heck.
before our luck runs out.
Yeah.
So right now it would be about 2 p.m. And I'm Guessing it's a southern ward, you live in the northern one, so if you went to the theater right away, which is where you told your ally Laryl that you were gonna meet her. Where is it again? It's the theater. Wait. Okay, yes, that is the next. Going. It would be around midnight, which is like that's a good time to go there. But you wouldn't have time to rest. If you want, you can take a short rest and be there at 1 a.m. That wouldn't do much, like content wise.
I think we've earned it.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I mean, all it takes is one lucky swing and we're both dead.
Indeed. So short rest.
So when we decide how much dice we want, it's in case we will take another short rest. Like for me, I have 4 dice per day.
Yep.
Is that it? All right.
Same here, and we're basically gonna take a long rest later, so just at least take 2 right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna take 3. I'm not gonna take any chances.
Smart.
Yeah, yeah, that was a good choice.
Do I have to roll myself for the health healing?
On the app, yeah, I think you do.
Yeah, you click the number of dices, and then there was a button like healing.
Yeah, but on the app it's different.
Oh.
Because on the app I didn't see any dice roll. My HP is still the same, so I have to do hit die 1d12.
Horrible.
6 plus 11 plus 5.
22 plus 4. 20.
Yeah, I'm feeling better now.
My chopped off arm healed up.
Yep, that's magic of D&D.
That's what you get for being.
During the time that you're taking your short rests and the time where you're traveling, Kennington is now sober again.
So, how was the wine?
Mighty delicious. Well, to be honest, I don't remember the wine. I remember it made me feel magnificent.
I'm thinking about his missed shots.
What do you mean? I never miss. Call me Hawkeye, motherfucker.
What's a Hawkeye?
Good question. Good question. Then, alright, we were to send that stone to the lady. This adventure was a waste of an opportunity. We haven't found anything but wine. Well, I guess this is how adventures work. Sometimes you find, sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell him right now, Atlanto, or do we just surprise him at the end?
Tell him
You'll see
what?
You'll see. You'll see.
Yeah, and that one on his inside, he doesn't know what the fuck you're talking about, and he's very confused. But you piqued his curiosity. Because you had his curiosity, but now you have his erection.
Lucky us.
Bitch, I know what I'm about.
Welcome to D&D for adults.
So you arrive to the theater. You open it. It is 1 a.m. so the show's over. Everyone's gone home. But the ceilings are still the same height as they were before. Except for the stage itself there. It's about 10 feet high. And a 20-foot high rafted ceiling for the stage itself, connecting the room to an 8-foot high passage and 7-foot high doorways. So yeah, it's a theater. You've seen one? Here's one. It's lit by lanterns that have a continual flame spells cast on them. You can speak a common word inside the theater that would cause the lights to either dim or light brighter. It's like a smart light with a Google Home, basically. And yeah, that's the theater.
Cool. So I guess we're looking around to see the lady in green.
Think you are, yeah. Yep, that would make sense.
Not cool enough to find it first. Seats in the main hall are empty. Backstage? Or are they?
I would actually did not I'd absolutely wait. I didn't expect this to be very complicated, but turns out it actually is an encounter. Oh yeah, it did take you 3 hours to go through this thing. This is as much as I've prepared actually. So we will end the episode right here because I thought this was going to be a simple conversation. Turns out it's not.
Oh. Oh.
Yes, it's going to be a big conversation, which actually makes sense considering you're bringing a stone to. But yeah.
Oh.
At least it's not another fight, or is it?
Or is it? I'm not going to tell you that. Actually, I am not going to tell you that. But yeah, that will be it for this episode of Waterdeep DragonHeist. The boys are in the theater, living the sweet life of Zach and Cody. That being said, thank you for watching, everyone, and I will see you, all you dudes, in the next video. Yes, please don't copy strike me, Jacksepticeye, for stealing the outro. I love you.